Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I'm doing a special one for Pisces because we got so focused. There was so much channeling going on with Libra and Gemini tonight. And I just want to do Pisces because I didn't get to do them. So, Pisces for August 7th through 14th. Spirit, what do we have to tell them? Oh, the answers are within. You have a deep knowing. You know exactly what you need to do, but are always like us procrastinating. Trust that there's a divine plan and just walk in bliss. Okay. Compromise, trust, and don't stop. All right. Pretty much what this means is think of your problems in a new way because the way you're thinking of them is not flexible enough and it's not. I'm not saying giving in if it's a toxic relationship or work relationship or whatever, but and have a little bit of trust. Stop overthinking things. Don't stop doing what you're doing, except for the overthinking part. You can stop that at any moment. Okay. I'm going to pull some wisdom of the oracle here. Uh-oh. Something, my dears, is not for you, and you know it. There's a lot of emotional baggage. Whatever it is, there's a lot of emotional baggage behind it. And you can help raise your vibration because it's been dragging you down. Exchanging gifts, help a friend, help a family member. Be your authentic self. Do not change to be what anyone thinks you should be or to fit in. Be yourself. The thing about Pisces is they always know what to do. They just don't do it. All right. I'm going to pull some cards here. For some of you, I feel like you're unhappy at work. But we're going to start with the love. Because this is, if Pisces love is messed up, their whole entire life is messed up. So, I feel you even though we're apart. I couldn't let you get close to me. I will wait for a sign from you. Wow, this is your person is really confused. They have a soul connection to you, but the commitment issue at the same time. And now they're wondering because they've been pulling away and you decided to go do your own thing. I'm a Pisces, I know this. Finally we get fed up with all the emotion that it gets involved in these relationships, all these negative emotions, and we're just like, okay, fine. If they're not going to give us what we need, we'll just go do our own thing. And some of us don't want to leave. And I feel like you don't want to leave this person completely, but at some point they got to start giving you what you need emotionally because they're just draining you. And all the exchanging of gifts and volunteering and stuff is not going to build your resistance up with them. But you need to do that to build your vibe and focus on other things. Okay. And I feel like there's something you need to say to them. You need to say what you need, and if they give it to you, they give it to you. But decide beforehand what you're going to do because it's going to hurt if you break up. You know that. You got to be ready for that. Your person wants to tell you how they feel. And they knew pushing you away. They knew what they were doing. Okay? So, let me see here. I'm going to get some of these cards here. Ooh, ugly elbow. Ugly elbow. Okay. I just don't have the biggest hands, so shuffling for me. Like, I watch these other readers. Oh, I watch these advice. They're so amazing. They're like, I'm like, I can't get things to fall out all the time. Like, angels, I'm sorry, my hands are too small. I can't get things to pop out of the deck all the time. Unless, of course, they pop out on the floor. Then that becomes a whole laugh. Okay, let's see. Be brave and honest. This is not necessarily saying that you're not being honest. It just reminds you that you have to step up and speak your truth. The graceful in moment and action. Okay, be graceful in your movements and your actions. In other words, you don't have to wait. Don't do like me and wait till you get so fed up that you scream something and like they're like, "What? This wasn't a problem before." Well, that's because I procrastinate because I don't like confrontation. That's one of my things I'm working on. Okay. So just watch how you speak. All right. Wise one, grow with your current situation. All this means is that if something is not working, we all have lessons to learn. Figure out what it is, figure out what your patterns, and stop doing it or stop letting other people do it to you. And spring, regeneration. You got some things coming that are just going to, you planted some seeds and they're going to grow. All right, let me see here. All right. Okay, I'm just going to pull some of these dream cards here. Okay, let's see what the angels have to tell you about your situation. I want to also look at, I feel like your financial situation. See, that's when it pops out that the bigger cards do that. That's when the angels are like funny. Oh, and here's my thing from earlier that I couldn't find. Don't force things to happen when you want them to happen. You know, you've got to let go and let things unfold when you and the world are ready for them. And if honestly, if you've talked to the person you're with and you told them what you need and they're not still not doing it, then you have to find a person who's on that same page with you. If you could create anything you want, what would it be? Journal, sketch your creations on paper. Start to believe you have limitless possibilities to create in this world. You do. Because, like I said, I've been doing the readings on Keen since 2004, and I've always wanted to make the videos and do the YouTube thing, but it never felt like the right time. And so this is a huge learning curve for me, so just be patient with me. Relax, meditate, and do something simple in order to set your subconscious mind free. Be conscious of how your inner wisdom arises. In other words, do something that makes you happy. Reach out and help others. You could be volunteering, you could be tithing, whatever, do stuff, but you have to do it with a pure heart. You know what I mean? You have to do it with a pure heart. That's how you raise your vibration. And it helps to distract you from your problems. And a lot of times, for me, helping other people gives me new ways to solve my issues and grow as a person. If this were your last day alive, what would you have done differently? Would you still be with that toxic person? Would you be with that person who does not fulfill you, who is not giving you what you need, that you've spoken to? Would you be in that job where they disrespect you and don't respect your wisdom and knowledge? If not, start today. Don't just quit your job, especially, but start today looking for another job or getting education in a field that you both love and hate. Love and hate, okay? The key to finding your mission in life is not just the astrology chart that I have on the wall, but it's love and hate. What do you love to do so much that if something happens bad in it, that you hate it so much and it drives you and calls you to action? Think about that. And what's up? You don't need to explain yourself to anybody. You know what's good for you in your heart. This is your life and your journey. Enjoy the fabulous moment. Okay. I'm going to pull a couple cards here just for verification. I want to ask, because some of y'all are job changes and things like that, moves I sense. Let's see. Tell me about Pisces job, money, career. Okay, some of you are getting some knowledge so that you can upgrade your career. And the ones who have been thinking about job change, exactly. There are free courses on Khan Academy, by the way, for those of you who need education, afraid you can't afford it, and afraid that FAFSA, maybe your family makes too much money, like your husband or your significant other. But FAFSA is like, they pretty much accept a lot of, if it's the first time you're ever getting education, they will definitely consider you. Okay, FAFSA is the federal subsidized and unsubsidized loans, because I'm going to college on that. Okay, so seek the wisdom. See the tree? The tree has the wisdom to make more money. And it's not in one of them fancy business opportunities. It's about, believe it or not, the security still is in educating yourself and getting a job that pays enough to actually afford to be able to protect your life with insurances and your family when you pass away. And that's why I'm going to college. I mean, I was already going to college because I was tired of making minimum wage everywhere, but also because I was scared of failure, so I never took credit courses. But also now that, now that Rick has passed, it's become even more important to me, because when he passed, he did not have any savings. He did not have any, and he almost had his degree. He did not have any protections or insurances. I can't even get, when I was working, I couldn't even get the duck insurance that protects you from income loss. I couldn't even afford that. Okay. I couldn't afford, and I need to do that. I'm 49 now. So that's what I'm saying. If you're young, plan for stuff like that. Get the education because of stuff like that. And if you got a job, higher paying jobs usually have better benefits and better offerings. And if you're working for a company that offers AFLAC and stuff like that, Pisces go and like insurances, life insurance, death insurance, funeral insurance, and the company's gonna pay a little bit of it, or you get a discount because it's part of a company. I mean, totally go for it. If you can still afford to live while paying all those payments, because I do have a friend who did get AFLAC years ago, and he got hurt at work, and it protected his income, and after a year, it actually paid off $60,000 of debt. Okay, we got that. Get the knowledge. Seek out the knowledge. This is a perceptive lady who knows about her finances here, but it can be a masculine. And this is the resources and education and knowledge to make a better income. There we have it, my friends. One more card, and I don't know why. Choose a new direction. That's what this whole reading is about. Doing things differently, perceiving things differently, and setting yourself up for your future. Yeah, Pisces. Thank you so much from a fellow Pisces. And if you like this reading, over on buymeacoffee.com, buymeacoffee.com/ the Faithful Dove, you can click the support button and give me a donation, or you can sign up for one of my memberships, which are like really cheap. They start at like $2 a month, and get lots of free stuff. All right. Like there'll be extendeds to these readings, and a lot of times the extendeds have updated information and they have more detailed information. Yeah. All right, guys. I love you, love you, love you. Also, that's the place to go if you have questions. I work on Keen. I work through Keen, so I can be found there. And I do my readings through Keen. So if you're a member of Keen, look me up, The Faithful Dove. And I appreciate you. Bye, bye, bye.